This world is going to crap real fast. I'm not going to lie. And all those people that just eat plants and they don't eat protein too, they're running this world right now and they're going crazy. I got to be honest with you. This is what you vote for. This is what you get. The sad thing is that we're just sitting back, all those millions of votes for the current guy that I can't even say his name. The guy that runs this country right now, El Presidente, Jeff Borgen, can't even say his real name, or this video will get smashed down. That is where we're at right now. And why? It's because the Supreme Court says he's allowed to keep doing it. But I'm going to share a story with you today that's, this is where we're going. This is where we're going. And the truth is, type 1 if you think you're in crazy town. If you're just like surrounded by a bunch of idiots. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, this should also fire you up and get you excited because that's your competition. You're like in a race with a bunch of morons. But at the same time, you watch this story right now. Jeff Borgen, again, can't say the name, issues government's first ever artificial intelligence executive order to support, quote unquote, support workers and combat discrimination. Well, isn't that nice? We already know that AI is leaning one way that we don't want it to lean. But hey, this is the world we're in right now. El Presidente can't even keep his pants up, can't even fall downstairs. I mean, the guy can't even walk upstairs. He falls up them. And now I can't even write his own executive orders. But hey, the last guy in charge, he wasn't in that great of health, even though he was. No, it's just absolutely insane to me where we're at. Here we go. Early Monday morning, the White House announced President Jeff Borgen unveiled a wide-ranging executive order. Of course it's wide-ranging because there's all kinds of hidden stuff probably inside of it that they want to enslave you. On artificial intelligence, the first of its kind. This comes after tech billionaires such as Elon Musk have called for a regulatory structure for AI due to risk to civilization. But hey, why not? Why don't we just have the AI take control of our country right now? Why not? Why wouldn't we? Weird. First executive order, build more computers. That's weird. Oh gosh. The order is broad, and if this does not piss you off, I don't know what will. I don't. Type 2 if this infuriates you, that we got a complete puppet sitting in the I gotta pick my words right. Because the algo's just like, just do it, ninja, and we're gonna stop you. It's like, this is insane right now. He's too busy doing deals in China. The order is broad and aims to establish new standards for AI safety and security, protect Americans' privacy, advance equity and civil rights, stand up for consumers and workers, promote innovation and competition, and position the U.S. to lead the global AI race. The U.S. is trying to lead everything, right? It's the leader in sanctions. It's the leader in inflation, pushing it out on everyone. It's the big bully in town. I don't blame these other countries for wanting to stop the U.S. from what it's been doing for the last, X amount of years with three-letter agencies. Decades. This is why President Kennedy wanted these three-letter agencies scattered to the four corners of the earth. And look what happened. And I'm going to tell you right now, I believe there's good people that work in these agencies. I know it because they're coming out as whistleblowers. Praise God. Boy, you want to talk about a set on these people. The bravery to come out and blow the whistle. Thank you. Thank you so much to amazing men and women in our government that are willing to stand up against tyranny. It's getting scary out there right now. It says on Sunday, a White House official who asked not to be named told NBC News that AI has so many factors that regulations must be broad. Of course they're broad. They can't be pinpoint. You want to be able to destroy human beings' lives with a broad measure, right? A broad stick. It's easier than being pinpoint because then you're held more to account to that document. Why not make it broad? I know somebody that writes really broad policies. It's called one of my supervisors. Writes it with a crayon. All right, it says right here, and this is the quote, AI policy is like running into a decathlon and there's 10 different events here. And when we don't have the luxury of just picking We're just going to do the safety. Do safety. This, how do you even write like this? This is the quote. And we don't have the luxury of just picking. We're just going to do safety, or we're just going to do equity, or we're just going to do privacy. You have to do all these things, the official said. Did AI like translate this? Holy cow, I can't, doesn't even make sense. The order uses the Defense Production Act mandating that tech firms must inform the government when developing any AI system that could pose risks to national security, national economic security, and national public health and safety. Well, isn't that just nice? Look at that. Let's just read this. The order uses the Defense Production Act mandating tech firms must inform the government. Wasn't that funny? Because it just seems like tech firms and that are working for the government are allowed to hide all kinds of crap because, hey, we're working for the government. We're allowed not to tell you what's going on because the government's too busy hiding all this crap too. It's absolutely insane. White House Deputy Chief of Staff, I don't even want to read this crap anymore. This is insane what's happening. If you don't think that 2024 is going to be a total and utter crap show because these people running the world right now are so afraid that the majority of Americans are wanting to vote the total opposite direction, gotta pick carefully, right? I don't know what to tell you. Let me ask you this. Type 5 if you're voting the opposite direction. Type 6 if you want to keep El Presidente Jeff Morgan in. Just curious. I'm just curious. Just type 6 if you want Jeff Morgan still in command, you know, typing on AI ChatGPT saying, hey, let's write a policy on weapons. I gotta work that too. Weird, there's only 5s. So wait a minute. So a majority of the people watching this right now want to go ahead and put that, and don't put that FJ something in here because that'll only make it worse. That'll only make it worse because then the computer that's writing our country's policies are picking up on this video and they're going, I want it gone. As a matter of fact, I don't ever want to see that on my channel, that FJ thing, because then that gets these videos kicked out. That's where we're at right now. We got to be careful. So retract that comment, whoever put it on there. See, this is the scary thing. And the only way you can combat it is to understand, and it's called know thyself. See, we are being bombarded with garbage, you know, and you'll remember that old phrase, garbage in, garbage out, right? We heard that a lot as kids. How many times have I in my life listened to music with foul language, and then before you know it, I find myself cursing? And I'm like, dang it. And then I go back to good, wholesome music and it sort of goes away. And I'm not blaming the music. What happens is it's just a thing. When you're bombarded with garbage, you become the garbage. We are being bombarded with that. And these are the days that we have to know ourselves. We have to be still. Sometimes we need to go to quiet places. We need to be ready to listen to a still, calm voice, the voice of truth. Because the lies are out there and they're so loud. Have you noticed when crazy people get on TV and they start talking, they always yell? Crazy people and lies, they yell. Where truth is quiet, truth is silent, truth is peaceful, truth is a low roar like a lion. It's a reverberation that can actually hit you. You feel truth. That's why you get the chills. Truth is a frequency that when it hits you and you get the chills, you're like, oh my gosh, I just got the chills, because truth is passing through your flesh, your sinful flesh. I know it's awkward to even think about that, but it's true. We all have this flesh that we're dealing with, this sinful desires that we're dealing with. We always want to do bad things. You know, we're constantly fighting them. And this world is just full of garbage. Look at what's coming up on Tuesday, what's coming up tomorrow. The ability, when you participate, you open up the realm for demons to come in. And then we got churches around this world, you know, oh, let's just have a happy holiday and we'll just let everybody bob for apples and still dress up. It's actually a ceremony. But when you allow yourself to be in this world and you divulge into all that stuff, you become part of the world, and it's just garbage spewing out of you. And you don't realize it. And you can't separate real truth from a lie. And the thing is, we're talking about AI and how El Presidente Jeff Morgan just wrote an entire policy on using AI, right? Because the guy can't even, See, and that's what they're afraid of. A man that is self-made, that doesn't need to be bought, that can't be bought, because like, I'm already a billionaire. What do you want from me? And he goes like, and I'm not even gonna take a paycheck. They're afraid of that because that guy's rolled with all these groups for so long and knows, oh, that guy's bad, that guy. You remember that whole, hey, look at him with that Jeff guy. And he's not doing this around Jeff. Jeff's doing this around him. And it's because it's this photo op. Hey, you're gonna come to the party? Cool, okay, everybody line up and get a photo with Jeff. We're gonna use that to blackmail you later. Don't worry, we're gonna get much better blackmail. But they couldn't get anything on him. They couldn't get anything on him. And then when they did an interview, like, what, a year before he's running, they go, hey, what about you and Jeff? Don't you have a relationship with Jeff? And they're like, yeah, we got him. And he gets real serious. And he looks at the reporter and he goes, I'm going to tell you right now, they're very bad people in this world. And he's referring to the people that they took a photo of him, like, look, they're very bad people. Yeah, you see, they didn't have anything on him. They had that one bout of locker room talk that happened with Billy in that bus. And I'll tell you what, I've told all the guys at my fire station, I'm like, I've heard you all talk like that even worse. I've said things like that. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm just going to be straight up honest with you. I've said bad things that I totally regret in life. Did I act on them? No. Have I done bad things? Yes. Have I sinned? Absolutely. I'm doing it all the time. I'm trying to stop. But there's a difference between someone that is constantly trying to be a better version of themselves every day. It's called age. Wisdom comes with age. And somebody that's in complete denial. And this world right now is being led by a bunch of evil people that are in total denial of their own evilness. They've succumbed to this world's pressure. And one day they're going to meet their maker, regardless if they believe in him or not. And it's a scary world out there. Well, here's the thing. Like I said in the beginning of the video, that's your competition. That should get you excited. That should get you fired up. You know, this army doesn't have to be big to be strong. All you need is heart. All I need is a handful of people. That's all God ever needed. And I'm going to be also honest with you. I'd lay all this down for the truth over money, because that's only going to screw me up. We got ourselves one heck of an opportunity in front of us. And it's all about what you choose, what you pick. Are you going to pick life, or are you going to pick death? Now, I'm going to close in this. The world's going to lose its mind because the next election is going to be awesome. And it's going to come in a way that most people will not be able to deny that it was a miracle. The first one came about, and that miracle was very unnoticed. And it had to do with Hillary and the last minute celebrating. But I'll tell you, this one is going to be recognizable by tens of millions of people all over the world. And we're going to crush it in 2025, 2026, 2027, and 2028. I hope you guys have a great day. The Economic Ninja is out.